The military will be arriving here in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And so from this point on, the military will be inside of every plaza, except for maybe this one because I was here when the cutscene triggered, so they might not be here right this second. But if I exit and re-enter, they'll be here. Okay, they're gonna be gone. Alright then. And if you go outside, you can hear that helicopter. Now you can see the helicopter. That bastard will just shoot at you until either it's destroyed or until you're dead. I will shoot it down and show off how to do it. But that won't be right this second. I'll be doing that here in a little bit. First, we gotta make our way back to Carlito's hideout, because there is a cutscene that triggers whenever you get to Isabella, but it can time out. I forget how long the cutscene is, or how long you can wait. Until the cutscene will no longer trigger. I'm gonna say past 4 a.m. maybe. And as you see there, I just picked up their machine gun. Their machine gun is by far the best gun in the game, unless you count the real Mega Buster. But to me, that doesn't even count, because that's a New Game Plus weapon. And as you also saw, they give 5,000 points per kill, which actually make these guys pretty useful for leveling up. Especially given that they could be one-hit killed by stuff that kills zombies, such as hammer throw, or skills rather, such as hammer throw, suplex, face crusher, which I've unlocked, etc. And I'll just pick up this queen and smash it, I guess. Well, I'll smash it eventually. But here's the cutscene.
The military. They'll come, won't they? It's just like Santa Cabeza. The government wants to cover this up too.
So you'll talk to her, she'll talk about how they're doing the exact same thing they did at Santa Cabeza. And make our move. Which we will definitely do, but first, I'm going to save my game. Luckily, they were nice enough to put a save point right here. That'll be very important for overtime mode. because I will make a save there, and then show off an alternate ending you can get through overtime mode. Possibly at the end of this segment, I'm not sure. And then do all of overtime mode in a single segment, I guess. So right now my first objective is just to collect a bunch of machine guns. And a few healing items, because I'm gonna need it to take down that helicopter. And luckily the zombies in the military will engage each other in combat, so... You see right there, I just took advantage of that. Oh, shit, where am I getting hit from? The one over here, maybe? Who cares? I know there's gonna be... I mean, I remember there's the one in front of the battery place. Okay, shovel. Bang. Right in the... Where's... There's nobody there. Okay, there's no one there. I probably shouldn't attempt this, but I'm going to. With no healing items. Best way to take down this helicopter if you're going for the achievement. If you're not going for the achievement, I advise just staying the hell out of this plaza. Or out of this park in general. In fact, if you're not going for any achievements, I'd say just stay in Carlito's hideout for an hour. Like, no joke, it is about an hour of real-life waiting. Get up on top of this roof, or this pavilion here, and just shoot at it with the machine gun. If I can... Where the fuck? Okay, you can't really tell, but I am actually doing some damage to it. Not a whole lot. I think I am, anyway. You want a bunch of them, too, because you'll go through quite a few before taking this thing down. Alternatively, you can go into the gun store and use shotguns and sniper rifles to take this thing out. Again, it would be nice if the thing would actually, like, do something to indicate that it got damaged, but it doesn't. It's also a little bit hard to see, in my opinion, because it's night. Eventually, this thing will... Okay, that was just a complete mess. I'm not even sure if there's a specific spot on the helicopter that you're supposed to hit to make it easier, or make it take more damage. I'm not sure, but, yeah, you just rinse repeat this. But eventually, it will fire rockets at you, and it will be pretty obvious when it's about to do that, too, so... We'll definitely be seeing that. I'm not sure if 5 will be enough. Doesn't help when the fucker comes flying up over the trees like that either. Is a very annoying process. It takes forever. Oh, now it's gonna fire rockets because it's staying right there. And somehow I got hit, I guess by the second one. Getting up on this is a little bit finicky, but if you can, try and do the zombie jump or zombie ride skill to well, to jump off the back of a zombie and then Frank should grab the ledge. That's like the most consistent way of getting up on the civilian. Please. Oh, it's gonna fire rockets. Get the heck. There we go. Or you can just get up on top of it completely. Where the fuck is it? There you are. Where is it? Gonna fly over the tree. I may not be able to destroy this thing. If I don't do it with this gun, then I'll fail. There it goes. Okay. Yep. And then you, of course, get, as you see, the helicopter achievement. You might be able to do that in as little as 3 machine guns, if you're, like, really, really accurate, or really, really good, or lucky. But, like, that would be insane accuracy and insane luck. So, that's why I brought in 5. And now I need to heal and get 1 more machine gun. Alternatively, if you have the real Mega Buster, it's harder to hit, but I think it does take down the helicopter in 1 shot. I could be wrong, but I think that's the case. And there I just, Irish whip the military... Oh, okay. I thought I was gonna Irish whip him into the wall and kill him. So, I'm sure most of you know exactly what I'm about to show off here. What I'm about to show off here is Perfect Gunner, which requires you, and by the way, if you exit and re-enter the area, the helicopter will just come back. So, unless you're getting the achievement, I don't even recommend engaging it. I mean, if it died and never came back, like the convicts, well, the convicts come back, but they don't come back for a while. Like, if that were the case, then maybe I could advise doing that, but even then I wouldn't really recommend it. I would just say, I still say just avoid the park as much as possible during the last 12 hours. And I should be able to hit 10,000 zombies killed. Oh, and... oh, I didn't get it. There's an achievement for launching a car 33 feet in the air, and an achievement for launching a motorcycle 33 feet in the air. So all of you should know if you know your Dead Rising, what I'm doing here. And there's some zombies in here. Is the military in here? Oh, I thought the military was in here. Huh. Oh, maybe I should... okay, I'm gonna... let's see if I can... okay, let's just, do that, I guess. And try to kill off all the glowing larvae. Squash. 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 So this achievement here, Perfect Gunner, requires you to never miss a single target with a machine gun. basically what you want to do is come here and unload all of your bullets into this one piece of meat. I'm not sure if that'll work because there has to be some cunt getting in my way. Like, look at this. Fucking bitch. Fuck you. Okay, it didn't matter. So yeah, you just unload into one of the pieces of meat down here. That's literally the only way I've ever been able to get the achievement. You might be able to get it without doing that, but it's just too hard to do it otherwise. And it's a stupid-ass achievement anyway, so you may as well just do it the way I just did it. And before I show off one of the endings, I am going to move off a little bit to get 10,000 zombies killed, which there is an achievement attached to that, but that's not a big deal, because you can get that very easily. Just moving off down here. Oh, I forgot about that. Pressing the left or right trigger will cause you to blow the horn, which doesn't do anything. I'm going to save it this one because there's a special cutscene and phone call that you get from Isabella if you're not at Carlito's hideout when the military are done. And now I don't even care about their machine guns. I'm just going to run through and heal and also save the game. Oh, and I forgot about Legendary Soldier. That one you get for killing 10 Special Forces guys, which that's really easy to get. Actually, I should probably pick up their machine guns, because I think it takes about maybe slightly over half. Slightly over half of a machine gun item in order to kill a Special Forces guard, but I'm not entirely sure on that. But I think it takes like 80 something bullets. Actually, that's over half. So let's save, and I think I'm using the men's room for the first time. All right, so. Yes, I will override the game. Now, here's what happens when you actually get killed at this part in the game. Oops, I hit the wrong button. And I'm just gonna let the zombie drain my life to 0. At least I think it works if a zombie kills you. For some reason, this doesn't classify you as dead. somehow the Special Forces find you, bring you back to this place alive, strip you of all your clothes for whatever reason, and strip you of your weapons, but that makes sense. And your goal here, if this happens, is to wiggle the stick without the guards seeing you and getting free. You see that yellow bar? You want to fill it up. Now, if you get caught, let's see what happens when you get caught. Then one of them will just run up, beat the shit out of you, knock you unconscious, and makes the clock go down faster. There is an ending attached to being held captive by these guys when the clock hits 0. So that's what we're going to be seeing now. And I'm not editing this because this isn't that much time. If you're doing a any percent 72-hour run, you would actually let yourself get captured. Oh, and there we go. Just to make time move faster. But I'm going for the achievement where we don't get knocked out. A military special forces unit was dispatched to clean up the series of incidents in the lockdown city of Willamette. However, the true story of what had occurred there remains unreported to this day. So I'm curious, does Frank count as a survivor if I get this ending? Cool. Does Frank count? Oops, wrong button. Frank does not count as a survivor. And just like before with Carlito's bombs, if you hit A to end, the game will register that as a completed run, and you'll have to start over to get a better ending, which we're not going to do that. We're going to cancel it exactly the same way we did with the Carlito's bombs ending, or the no survivor ending, whatever you want to call it. So from this point, I think I'm going to have to wait a good half an hour in real life time until Isabella calls us and we get the cutscene. So I'm going to load up the game, and then when the game's loaded up, I will see you guys then. So, see ya. It doesn't really matter how close it is, or how close you are, just as to Carlito's hideout, just as long as you're not in Carlito's hideout. By 10 o'clock, you should get this cutscene. In 2, 1, 0. Oh, maybe not. But you'll get the call from Isabella, I guess. Damn it! And the guy interrupted me. This is the only mandatory transceiver call in the game you have to accept. If you don't accept this, the game will think that you failed to get there. Even if you're at the heliport, the game will act like you're not there, and will give you the worst of the two endings that you could potentially get at this point. Or you just have to be at the hideout by 10, I guess. Shit. Actually, I think I got the requirements of this mixed up. Regardless. Okay, apparently I wasn't supposed to hear what he was saying. Huh. Hi, Brock. Okay, so I could talk. I don't think I have to talk to Isabella here, but I'm going to anyway. It's almost time. Don't worry about me. Save yourself. And she won't come back with you. I mean, we'll see this in a moment, but she won't come back. She'll come back for you, but she won't follow you. And because we triggered that, all of the zombies are dead. And the military have moved out. It's kind of surreal playing this with no zombies anywhere, honestly. But I'm curious if the maintenance tunnels still have zombies or not. And I got about 7-8 minutes to do this, so yeah, I'll be fine. And I mean in real time, of course. I do wish Frank would get his last speed upgrade. And I like the pop-in of the zombies there. So give me one moment. Alright, sorry about that. I just had to close something on my computer. So, I'm curious. They look all dead. Nope, the maintenance tunnel's been cleaned out too. Alright. I'll get one more. I might get an achievement here. I mentioned that there's a achievement for jumping a car 33 feet or more. Ditto to a motorcycle. Yeah, right there it was. You saw it for maybe half a second there. But yeah, that's the easiest way to get stunt driver. I'm no master at predicting or at judging distances, but I'm pretty sure that was nowhere near 33 feet. Whatever. Anyway, let's run over these already killed zombies here. And so now all there is to do is walk to the helipad. Actually, I'm gonna full heal first because I don't remember if the game heals you upon entering overtime mode. I think it does, but I could be wrong. I know you start with all of your items that you've previously acquired. Not that I'm going to use them. And I just knee drop off stuff just to prevent myself from getting hurt. And, okay, I wasn't sure if there was a PP sticker there or not. And I'll be showing off the PP stickers in my third playthrough of this game. And that segment will be nothing but the PP stickers. So I can just combine that into one segment. So I have less than one in-game hour to do this. And I'm going to save right here because when I reload, I don't want to be spending any time whatsoever on this. Or at least as little as possible. And I think if I'm in the security room, it still counts as being, like, in the general area. I'm not sure about on the rooftop here, so I'm going to go to the warehouse. And I know for a fact that that place doesn't count as being in the heliport, or near the heliport. Right, so I got about 4 minutes of waiting, so I'm going to edit that out, and I'll see you guys in a bit. Here we go. This is the ending that you get if you fail to make it to the heliport, but complete the case. 1-0. And I think that was going to say I have unlocked 3-day survivor achievement.
Oh man, this ain't looking good. It don't matter how bad he wanted his scoop. When you're dead, you're dead. Huh?
The government issued an order for an absolute quarantine of the lockdown city of Willamette, declaring the area a hotbed of an unspecified infectious disease. Ultimately, no one was able to report the true nature of what had occurred there. And then you get this hubbubaloo. And like always, we're going to warp back to the past and pretend that never happened. So, from this point, all that there is to reload the game and wait until the real ending. So I'm going to cut here, and I'll see you guys then. I'm going to cut back now to say I'm going to play a little bit of Justified. It's not going to be the full version that plays here, but I'm going to let some of it play and hope that it doesn't get copyright blocked. Basically, if it does, I'm not going to show the real Justified, unfortunately. So I'm only going to play a little bit of Justified here to see what happens, basically.
I'll be damned. He's still alive. That son of a bitch made it. That must mean he got his scoop. I can't wait to get my share of the take. Woo! Yeah! All right, you just hang tight, buddy. I'm on my way. Huh?
Hey! 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 I'm over here!
I see you, buddy. I see you. Yeah, I'm on my way. Yeah, you did it. You did it. Yeah.
Okay, so I apologize for skipping that. Oh, good. Last speed upgrade. Don't worry, I will show off the true credits at the end of the game, and I will not mute it if I have a choice. So now I'm going to actually end this. That I could get from doing Punisher, the Punisher achievement, I think. That's from Legendary Soldier, I believe. That's from Helicopter, maybe. Actually, I'm not even sure. But yeah, for getting achievements and finishing a game, you can unlock some alternate outfits, which I'll show those off close to the end of the playthrough. So now I'm actually going to save. And we'll kind of begin overtime mode. I think the next segment will just be the entirety of overtime mode, except for like this cutscene here.
You're awake. Oh, thank God. It wasn't easy getting you back here by myself, you know. You collapsed on the roof.
I collapsed? No, Wait. Does that mean...
You must have gotten yourself infected somehow. The time between infection and zombification differs greatly from person to person. You're lucky, Frank. You seem to have a very high level of resistance.
So, So what you're saying is that I get to spend longer waiting for the inevitable, is that it? You know, I'm not sure lucky is the word I'd use. The helicopter crashed. No one's coming to help us now. It's over for us. No matter what we do.
What if there was some way to impede the infection? If we could extract and administer a large dose of hormones from the corpus allatum of an adult queen, it would potentially hinder the growth of the larva in your blood, retarding the zombification process.
Hang on a sec. I don't understand a word you just said. What are we supposed to do?
I'll need certain supplies to get this to work. And queens. As many as you can get your hands on.
All right. Sounds like a plan. She'll be sitting around here waiting to die.
So at this point, as you can see there, we have 24 hours until Frank turns into a zombie. I'm going to save because I do want to get to the true ending without getting knocked out. Because technically I've not gotten knocked out yet. What happened with the Special Forces doesn't count because we reloaded the save file. Although, now's a good time as any to point this out. They fixed this in re-releases, but in the version I own, if you go here, get to the tur ending without being knocked out. Yes, the typo of tur, not true. I think they should have just left it as get to the tur ending because that sounds so ridiculous. And very briefly, since the military are back because of the helicopter crash, they sent these little they have these little drone things to let the soldiers now in the base again, or now in the mall again, know when there's a survivor or zombie walking around. So your best bet is to either destroy them or avoid them. We'll see what happens when they detect you. They'll make an annoying ass alarm. It's like, I can't even do the alarm voice or the alarm sound, but it knows how fast I'm moving now that my speed is maximized. Like, look at that. That is incredible. Luckily, I think it only takes one shot to destroy the drones, if you actually care to destroy them. And just like before, oh, this is gonna take forever. Screw this. And zombies are mysteriously outside. I think that the zombies will still trigger being captured by special forces. I see no reason for them not to. Okay, yep. And we're just gonna wait out the timer. See what happens if you fail to do this before Frank turns. We can skip this part, though. I'm just gonna immediately start moving around. Blah, blah.
Jeez.
See how much time that eats up. Let's see. So, we'll say 20 and a half hours. Let's see what happens. So about 3 hours of in-game time gets skipped right here. It doesn't help you at all at this point, because you don't have to wait for anything. Also, I like how Frank's hands aren't even behind the pole that he's supposed to be tied to. I guess in that one, they are. Okay, so one more time. See if we get the text dialogue. Or the text box popping up. If not, whatever, it doesn't really matter. Okay, so if you're not captured by the special forces, a little text box will appear with Frank saying, "Oh, looks like I'm turning." So. So, let's see what happens if I actually do this. I don't think this actually counts as an ending. Like, I don't think it saved my progress, so I think I could just reload the save. Yeah, I can. Okay, so I'll see you guys next time for overtime mode. For real, this time.